Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, one of the great venues in all of college football and home to the Tennessee Volunteers. And this crowd knows that when the balls run through the tee, they are in for a show. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Volunteers will boot it away to start the game. Coming out with it, it's Haynes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Aggies offense will get the first swing of the game. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
And the quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game, so who do you look for? The tight end, and there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter, but over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
Quarterback moving. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Big fullback's got it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Defense. Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Finds his big tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Makes one man miss. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Working that left side. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. He'll do it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. On the option. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside. Defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Looking for room. It's Owens. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Tennessee's offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a great matchup we have of two highly productive runners, David.
And I like the competition aspect of this, Reese. Like, I'm watching what you're doing on the other side, and I'm going to prove I'm a better running back than you. Both these guys are looking to be the man today.
And both guys can go the distance, right? These two running backs seem to get better as the game goes on. So which defense can be more physical, step up, and at least slow the other guy down?
Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Wants to throw on third. Grabbed in the middle, it's Matthews. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going to hand him the ball.
And the balls come to the line in the hurry-up. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on third down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
The Vols will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. And the returner will be knocked down. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Oh, look out! The 30. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a man. Feeling some heat. It will fall incomplete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be 2nd down. They'll run the option. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold, offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Back to pass, it's Reed. Pocket starts to collapse. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
The offense just set themselves up in a bad situation with this one. 2nd and 3rd and long, there's not a lot of guesswork. The defense knows they're throwing the football, and you can tell in that pass rush, man, they were coming.
And what whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Trying to get to it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Texas A&M 6, Tennessee 0.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
That's reeled in. It's Concepcion. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Power football with the run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. And the Volunteers are in the hurry up. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the offense is really backed up as this ball is down at the 5. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Give to the running back. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Holding, offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12. Second down coming up. The back goes in motion. Back to pass, it's Reed. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. The Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Looking to throw on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Gives it to the back on the draw. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll bring it back. It's Matthews. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They'll give it to the back. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. The Volunteers headed quickly to the line. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And they can't make the play on third down. And the Vols will punt it away on fourth down. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. It's a reverse. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make a play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
First down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to take off. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. No huddle offense to the line.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Never a doubt.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking for space. It's Owens. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Looking for a block. It's Matthews. Powers through. He turns like that or why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll try the run. Just steamrolling his way through. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that goal.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 2nd down, he'll fire. What a snag by the defense. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return to that small change. They take over at the 43.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. And I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's West. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Makes it past the marker. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies!
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown run.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. ULM is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Malone Stadium, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over the Pandas. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold it, offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air, it's Reed. Getting some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a great one today in Knoxville so far. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas amidst the smoggy smoke there in Rocky Top.
Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. At the 35, he's got room. Keeps it himself and gets the first. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
The give to the back. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. The Vols want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd down, going up top. He'll try to do it himself. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Maybe being on the right hash will help him swing that big leg for this 54-yard attempt. It's good.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Haynes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They'll throw it on 1st down. Makes his connection. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Reed. They're working that left side.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than they did here, but it was still a positive game.
They keep attacking through the air. Setting up the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. And the Aggies have their offense in high gear. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there. Got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Defense.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. Out of the gun to give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. He'll pull it on the read. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll run the RPO and pull it right. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
It's first and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. On the ground with the counter. Otis left him grasping. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. They're bringing heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, here's an interesting decision. It's early in the game. Do you want to be aggressive and try to seize momentum and go for this? Or do you just take the field goal and take the points?
So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Between the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Texas A&M 16, Tennessee 6.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They are trailing by... And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Using his legs, it's Lewis. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They try to pop a run on the draw. Sticking with the running game and finding enough space to get 8, it leaves them with a 4th and 2. The Volunteers decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Offense getting set for first down. Looking to throw, it's Reed. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. Now the play fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
Hand off from the shotgun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. And the Vols want to move quickly. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Lewis. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll run the counter. Breaks the tackle. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's still 3rd and goal. He's looking downfield to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
All right, defense, nice job early in the game, playing well with your backs against the wall. The job's not over yet, though. This is an offense that has shown that they can go for it on 4th down, especially during these situations.
And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. It is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Toledo is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 10 over San Diego State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Off play action. Coming after him. And as he throws, he took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. The give from the gun. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Line getting set on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Looking for a man. It's Reed. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. He wants to pass it on second down. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. On the move, it's Owens. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. They're getting this guy lathered up. Oh, he got loose. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it, offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Looking for a productive play on first down. They want to throw it. He's got his man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Vols will hustle to the line. Trying play action. Pressure coming. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Volunteers are on the move.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. It'll be a draw. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilcox. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll keep it himself. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vols! Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it. Open.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. He'll ride his man on the option. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Open.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Back to throw, it's Reed. Grabs it in the middle. And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Sweet feet on the move. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The eyes now turn to the defense to see whether they can keep this lead intact late in the 4th. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to move it through the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Got his man. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. He wants to throw it. Touchdown Volunteers! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Fires to the big fella. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. From the shotgun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Dropping back, it's Reed. Gets it out fast. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Looking for room, it's Owens. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got his man. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Time is their enemy. It's running out on them. Down 4. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. And the quarterback takes a knee. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
You can look at a lot of different statistics. I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.